I got some great feedback and some great questions in response to today's training. I just wanted to go over a few of the questions that I received and provide some follow-up information. So the first one that I received several times was the difference between the course and the actual site that we've been using. So let me show you. At the faculty portal page, you can see that there is a website here with online courses. And I happened to build this web page, and on this website there are online courses you can take, and one of them is about chalk.com. I should change this image because it looks like this is taking you to actual chalk.com, but it's not. This is just a review course that I made about chalk.com. And so if you forget anything that you were taught today, or if you missed the sessions this morning, then this course has videos of all of the buttons you need to click in order to build your curriculums, and that's all right there. So that's sort of the difference. This is a website that I built that has training, and this is the actual website. This is chalk.com, which is accessible from this link here. So from here you get to the actual chalk.com service called Planboard, and from here you can take a course about chalk.com's Planboard. Okay, next question. We had, how much file storage do we have? There is no cap. You can upload video files, you can upload as much as you'd like. There is no file limit in your curriculum. Add what files you need. And I did confirm that with chalk.com. They're happy to continue supporting that. If for some reason every teacher starts uploading high-def videos, I assume we'll have to have a conversation at that point, but I don't think that'll be a problem. The next question is, should I finish my curriculum mapper work before I start with Planboard? So let me explain what this question is getting at. It's a good one. What they're asking here is, for example, before I start planning out all of my lessons and getting to work on my individual content that I'm teaching, should I wrap up all of my work with my units? So if I were to pick one of these and edit my unit maps right now, I only have one empty unit in this course. Should I go through them and add in all of these extra units and then share it to resources, and then from resources attach it to my planner? I'll go through this in a little more detail, but at first let me say that you can do both simultaneously. So you can work on your curriculum map while also starting to plan your lessons. So my content for Tuesday, so I've been planning my individual lessons, but what is happening meanwhile over in the curriculum mapper, these units are what is getting filled in over at the curriculum mapper. So what I would suggest is go ahead and continue working on your individual lessons if you're so inclined, but I wouldn't do too much over here where it says units. When I look at my units for this class, these are, let me click here. These are what my individual unit maps that if I built here within my individual planner, it wouldn't be accessible over in the curriculum map where this stuff is due. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to fill in your unit data here if you're just going to have to fill it in again over in the curriculum map. So my suggestion is this: to fill in your unit content on the curriculum map, and when you're ready, you import the content. So from resources, anything that's shared with the whole school I can see here, and I'm working on a more in-depth version of these units. And now once I'm a little bit more confident with the content that I've built in here, I will then import it to my class. I'll select my AP Computer Science, and this started at the beginning of the school year, and I would select all of my units and upload them over to my personal calendar, my personal planner. And I'll go ahead and do this so you can see what happens. I've already done it before, so when you do it a second time, less than fun things happen. So if I pop over to my unit planner, you can see I now have duplicate units. So I have all of these units and then all of these units over again. And that's because I imported content that was already there. And so it just has 2 unit 1s. And so my point is, don't spend too much time filling in all of these units. Don't spend really any time. What I would do is just make individual lesson plans for you. Oh, let me go to today. Just work on your individual lesson plans that you're picking at, and don't worry about the units for now until you're done with Curriculum Mapper and you import them in here. Okay, hope that sort of helps. If you have any further questions, by all means, let me know. The next question up was, are my subject maps shared only with Gilmour Academy? Yes. So we're seeing a lot of the word sharing. So when from my curriculum mapper shared over to Gilmour resources, shared over to resources. Yes, this is only accessible to us. No one, so your personal planner, what you're doing in your lesson plans, that's for you. None of the other teachers, this isn't public content. Over in the Curriculum Mapper, all of the teachers with access to Curriculum Mapper can see what's going on here, but only for Gilmour Academy. Same thing with when you share things over to resources. We're only sharing that with Gilmour Academy, so that's just for internal use only. And I think this is the last one is, can I add learning targets without first linking a standard? That's a good question, and I had to check on this. So if I'm working on one of my unit maps, am I able to add in a learning target? No, I can't, because I first need to link a standard. That is to say, adding a learning target right here requires linking a standard. However, I could just as easily move over and create a list of learning targets right here, and then start a list of learning targets for this unit that don't necessarily need to be linked to a standard. So I can paste them all here, and maybe I'll move them over to this box, but I can start the process in this field instead. So you don't necessarily have to import a standard, but you do if you want this particular box. As far as linking a standard, let me show what this looks like. So I don't have any standards right here that I can add because I haven't connected any body of state standards or national standards to this course. But I can. If I edit this course here, now I can search for some content standards. So let me see what I can find. Oh, cool. And there's some good web development standards that are already up here. I'm seeing if there's any official ones. Kind of gets off topic down this far down. So I'm going to take a look at this and save that here. So now I can add standards from this body, and there are 3 standards. Oh, this is really intense. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that because that didn't have much. But if I go for web design, and I'll go with Jody web content. And so these are individual standards that someone uploaded. So you can upload your own standards from a CSV file, and I can help you with that if you're interested. Yep, this is also a bust. Okay, but I'll use it for now. So if I added one standard, here it is, and then I can break this down into individual increments. So students will be able to, if you're into SWABATs or whatever, and then you can break this down into daily incremental learning goals that would eventually add up to this larger standard. So that's called unpacking a standard into specific, achievable, and measurable targets. I hope that answers all of your questions, and I hope I didn't drone on too long. If you have any follow-up issues, by all means, let me know. I'll be happy to shoot you an individual video response based on your question. Thank you.